Well, hello everybody, welcome to the video. Here we go. No Man's Sky Expedition number 7, Leviathan. This dropped pretty quick after number 6, didn't it? They did say they were going to do this every 6 to 8 weeks, so hopefully this is the start of something cool. Right, community expeditions, you have awoken. It is a new day. It is time to face the loop once more. This is a permadeath expedition, but key elements persist between loops. Complete milestones to earn rewards. Complete all the milestones in a phase for a special exclusive item. Right, okay, cool. Let's have a look at it then. Right, so phase 1, this is what we're doing today. So first badge is Remembrance, retrieve a past life, absorb a memory fragment. We've got to locate our ship in a new beginning. Observing the cycle, glimpse the loop, repair your starship to escape this world. Iterate, repeat, die, it is inevitable. Ooh, so we're going to have to die to unlock a badge, that's pretty cool, in permadeath as well. Bounds testing, break the loop, help Polo search for patterns in the loop. Anchor point 1, reach the first anchor point. Wake the past, face your ghosts. Construct the memory resonator. Right, cool, okay, and then that'll unlock iteration 1, and that'll give us the Leviathan poster, the loop poster, and the time splice poster. Right, okay, so new to this, just before we start this expedition, new to this, look at this. New to this expedition is optional milestones. So we're going to be assisting Polo in searching these loops. What it's going to do is, as a community, we're going to have to work together, a little bit like we do when we're unlocking Quicksilver items. And it's going to increase the class of anything that we pick up along the way, so we're going to get better multi-tool weapons, better exosuit modules, things like that, better starship modules, better tech. So if we all work together really hard, we can unlock those. You do actually get sort of like a little walkthrough in this first phase, just explaining it in more detail, so as we get to it we'll do that. But in true spirit of what we're in for with this expedition, the first thing we actually need to do is die, because every time you die you're going to lose everything that you collect, so you might as well get that one out of the way to start with, and then we can get the spaceship done and we can get taken off and we can get looking for things for Polo. So here we go, first things first, let's chuck ourselves off a cliff. I think that should be far enough down, shouldn't it? Right, here we go. It just feels like you shouldn't do this. Right, okay, death is not the end. Re-enter the loop, traveller. The universal memory is at 3%. So that was my first loop reset, death by high-speed ground impact. Cool, cool, cool. Right, here we go. So, drops you back into this screen and you just load back in. Right, well, here we go again. It just feels wrong to do it. It just goes against everything that you do in permadeath. Like, so yeah, it's really weird. But we're trapped in a time loop. We're going to be repeating things over and over again, so I suppose it makes sense to get into the spirit of it. There you go, reinitializes the loop, and there you go, unlocks that milestone for us straight off the bat. Nice and easy. Get that out of the way now, so everything we can collect from now on we know we're not going to lose unless we actually do die, which we're going to try and avoid in permadeath mode. But we'll unlock the next badge by opening this up, and that gives us a shield lattice. So there we go, we've unlocked that. That'll give us the next badge, and then we need to be heading over to our starship, wherever that is. We'll have a look for it in a sec. Where is it? Over there, 500 U's away. Right, okay, so is there anything we can get ourselves just to help us out from now on? What's this give us? Personal weapon memory fragment. Let's have a look, see what it is. There we go. What's it give us? A neutron cannon. Right, okay. Well, we could do with undoing that as well, couldn't we? Right, okay, we'll remember that. And let's unlock this as well. What's this give us? Right, the hermetic seal. Yeah, we're going to need this for unlocking our starship, so it's probably a good idea we did do that as well. Let's give us a base computer as well. And 2 memory fragments. Let's see what those memory fragments are. What we've got to play with. There we go. Alright, cool. So we've got a jetpack, we'll pop that in there, and we'll pop our jetpack in there. And then what else has it given us? Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Let's just do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's move that to there. Let's move that to there. Let's move that to there for now. Yeah, we only need those out, don't we? Let's leave all that alone for a second. Right, okay, so here we go. We need to head to our ship. What we're going to do along the way is we're going to do a bit of scanning, especially creatures if we can, because they're going to get us some free units and things like that. Grab as many bits of carbon, ferrite dust and any copper that we come along the way. So we're going to be fixing our terrain manipulator as well. So I'm going to crack on with all that, and I'll see you at the ship. Right, so here we go. We're at the ship now. So we've unlocked that. Oh, hello. Always a problem in permadeath, this lot. It's actually quite good to kill a couple of them, because you'll get some meat off them which you can use to sort of do your shields up and stuff like that. It's always good to grab a bit, but we'll just nip in here, get out of the heat for a minute. So we need to fix the launch thruster, so we're going to need dihydrogen jelly and pure ferrite, so we should be able to craft both of those. We've collected those bits. I wanted it, I deserve. Certain that's what, just for me, and this prize is mine. The ship's radio crackles with a voice both unknown and yet deeply familiar. I have an uneasy sense of having been here before. So we can purge the ship audio. Let's trace anomalies. Nothing. No escape. Maybe Polo. Right, okay. Cool. So, we need to fix this ship up. So what can we craft straight off the bat? I think we're going to need... yeah, we can do a metal plating. We can do... Actually, we'll do a carbon nanotube as well, because we can do that for the terrain manipulator in a minute. And we can do a dihydrogen jelly. So we just need to get some pure ferrite. And then we need to get some condensed carbon. Isn't any condensed carbon just knocking about in crystal form near us? Sometimes it's worth looking for. Don't think there is. Right, cool. So we'll pop our portable refiner out and we'll get doing some of that. We're alright for a minute. So we'll do the ferrite dust first. Let's just use 33 of that's going to give us 57. That should be enough. Let's just see if we can grab some carbon while we're stood here. We're a bit low on carbon. We can do with it. It's good as well if you've scanned these. Not only does it mean that you're getting more carbon, it also means that you can collect the second elements, which means you can take them to space stations later on and sell them. Bit of free money, isn't it? Right, okay, so that's a bit more carbon. Right, so that should be enough pure ferrite. Let's do all of it, just to be sure. And I think we can start adding them in. Yeah, because we're only missing the hermetic seal. Yeah, that one's done completely. Pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly, so that's the launch thrusters fixed. And we just need to get a hermetic seal, which we will be grabbing in a minute from here. So that's nearly done. Here we go. Cool. Right, condensed carbon. Right, okay, let's get rid of that, because that'll get us back some carbon as well, and then we won't have to build another one then. And then we just need to add, yeah, the hermetic seal. So here we go, we'll make a hermetic seal, pick that up, take that over there, drop that in there, job's good un, that's fixed. Right, okay, pulse engine repaired, nice one. Right, so we've pinged a badge as well, haven't we? So let's just do that one. That's new beginnings, that's for finding our ship. And that'll give us life support gel, ion batteries, starship launch fuel and 3 memory fragments. Nice one. That'll save us messing about. What we can do is, some of this money that we've been making, we can buy some life support and we can buy some ion batteries when we nip up to the space station. But for now, let's just see what it's give us. Right, okay, so cool. Looks like we're going to get a load of hazard protection. That's what we want. Put that one there as well. What's the last one? Oh, another toxic one. Right, okay, so fair enough. That's what we got. On a fire planet though, we could have done with something else, but never mind. Right, okay, while we're here, let's just take that over there and fix that. We need a dihydrogen jelly as well. Right, okay, let's just do a dihydrogen jelly. Pop that in there, that's that fixed. Cool, that's that done. So that's all done. Yeah, we're good for all that for a minute. Don't have to worry about anything. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, just before we disappear, is, see this stuff here? You'll see normally a cave. If you're near like a building like this or something like that, there's normally caves and stuff. So all this stuff in front of us is cobalt. We're going to need this later on for something else. So while we're here, let's just grab a load. So I'll see you in a sec. I'm just going to burn through this. Right, cool, that should be enough to be getting on with. What we are going to do though is, there was, where's it gone? That copper deposit there. We're just going to fly over there and we're just going to grab that with our terrain manipulator because we're going to need some chromatic metal as well. So it just saves having to do it later on. It means you can burn through the next 3 or 4 bits of the mission without having to mess about. This first planet's got a few bits and bobs you need on it, you see, so you might as well grab it while you're at it and while you're got the inventory space, because we can always refine it down later and save it. Just pop it in our starship for now. So here we go, we'll just nip over to this deposit, switch to our terrain manipulator. Oh, hang on a minute, we've attracted some unwanted attention. Go away. Go away. God's sake, I hate permadeath. Go on, go on. Right, okay. So let's collect all this up. So make sure you shrink it down to its smallest. And we only need about 250, so let's crack on. I'll do 235, that's close enough, nice full stack. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is, we are actually going to refine it down into chromatic metal, because that's what we need it to be later on. So we will nip outside, we'll just plant our portable refiner, and we'll just bang that out really quick, and then we'll hide in our ship. This is a right big fat storm happening and I don't fancy sitting out in it and waiting for it. So where's that copper? Here we go, let's get that in there. Should do that. Right, okay, yeah, I don't fancy oh no, has it stopped? Oh, it stopped. Oh, fair enough. Thought there was a storm on. Right, let's have a little bit of a tidy up then. What can we get? Right, we'll pop that in the starship, pop that in the starship, pop that in the starship, and the phosphorus can go in the starship, pure ferrite, that can go in the starship, and the solarium can. We'll keep the carbon and the condensed carbon out, we'll need that. That can go in the starship. We'll have this over here, so that we know what, no, actually, we'll pop them up there. It's a lot easier in here, we'll see what we're doing now. There we go. So we've got 68 carbon, so we could probably do with getting a little bit more carbon while we're studying waiting for that. So, let's just have a shoot about. What do I need? Right. Right, cool. That'll do us for a few bits of material while we're waiting. That'll do. 117 of that. Cool, cool, cool. Let's pick this up, get that back. Got a bit of carbon, got a bit of ferrite dust. Yeah, we got a little bit more of everything now. Right, we're all good. I think we're ready to go. So let's just have a quick check of the expedition. Yep. So we've now got to report the loop anomaly to Polo. Okay, so first planet. By now you should have a nice bit of carbon on you. You need your chromatic metal, you're going to need that later on down the line. Nice bit of dihydrogen, bit of ferrite dust, because you'll need a bit of that later on down the line as well. And yeah, we're set, let's go. Right, here we go. Get out into space. If you want to, just before you leave, you can shoot the surface of the planet, grab yourself some free carbon, grab yourself some free ferrite, stuff like that. It's just a little bit of a quicker, easier way of grabbing stuff like that. Dihydrogen and that. It's always good to spend about 30 seconds doing it, because you can rack up quite a bit, you see. Because you're going to need carbon later on, you're going to need ferrite dust later on, you might as well grab a few base elements while we're on this first planet. The idea of the expedition is that it's supposed to get easier each time, I'm assuming, with the time loops. So we might as well try and get into the spirit of that. I think that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Right, here we go. So when we fly out into space, just before we go see Polo and do all that, we're going to come across some asteroid fields. So yeah, here we go. Let's just take these out, because we want to grab some gold, you see, because we're going to need a bit of gold for later on. Only inventory's full, is it? Okay, so let's have that in the exosuit. That in the exosuit. Let's have that and that. Right, cool. So here we go. We want gold really, but if we pick up tritium, that's cool. As long as we can ping some gold, it'd be nice to get some gold nuggets. But I'll shoot this for a bit, and then I will see you over at Polo. Right, that took a little bit longer than expected, but that's got me the gold that I needed for later on. So we've got the chromatic metal, we've got some gold for later on, because we're going to need it for unlocking an item further on down the line. But here we go, let's pop into the anomaly and let's go speak to Polo to start the next bit. Right, here we go. Let's go see Polo, see what he's got to say. What's going on, mate? Back so soon, friend. You are like our little home, coming and going, going and coming. You are here to talk about the loop again, yes? Right, so yeah, here we are. Let's ask about what's going on. Is it so different from before, traveller friend? Perhaps you will get used to it. Other dear friends have adjusted after all. You have had enough, I think. You are not alone. All the time in the world, but this is no way to spend it. But do not worry, friend. There has been much time to think about this. We have a plan, you and I. Polo smiles, their beak clicking gently. The room swims around me, the air right with the scent of chimes and whistles. I see it, I remember. Right, what am I going to remember? The universe is full of wonderful anomalies. There will be a pattern in the loop, a signal in the deep matter. We will just look closely. You already know what we require, I think. Right, so what we're going to have to do here. Deliver materials. 250 liquid sun, 200 ancestral memories, 100 somnal dust. Now liquid sun you can get from mineral deposits if you've got the solar array attached. The ancestral memories, I don't know if it's unique to this expedition, I think it is, but what you do is you feed creatures and you get them from them. And 100 somnal dust, you'll get that if you do runs on abandoned freighters. So if we say we'll be back, it should open up the badge and then we can unlock the solar array. We can get some of that liquid sun. You always are, traveller friend. Right, okay, right, no worries, mate. Cool, so observing the cycle, so we've started to understand what all this time loop business is about. So, that should have given us, there we go, let's see what we've got. assist specialist Polo as they search the loop. Observe the cycle complete. Let's ping it. Oh, my inventory's full. Right, cool. Let's just get rid of something. What don't we need? Oh, we've got quite a bit of that, haven't we? We'll get rid of that. We don't need that. And we'll get rid of... We've only got 1 oxygen. No point keeping all of it. There's only 1. And we've only got 7 pure ferrite, so we'll get rid of that as well. Cool. Right. So, let's ping that. Here we go. Solar ray. So we just need some magnetized ferrite. We'll do that when we nip down to the planet that we're going to go to. So we've got memory fragment, inventory, sodium times 225 in the solar ray. Right, cool. Let's get that memory fragment unlocked because that's going to give us more room. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much. That's sodium we're going to need for the solar ray. So let's just install that solar ray so that it's there and we know what we're doing. So as you can see, we already corrected the cobalt at that cave just before we set off in the spaceship. So we can sort that, we've done that. So we just need magnetized ferrite. Magnetized ferrite we're going to get from pure ferrite. So we've got 63 ferrite dust at the moment. I don't think we've got any other. No. So we might just have to nip down to a planet and we'll have to grab some ferrite dust and mix that down to magnetized, and then we can crack on with that. So we shall see you planet side, guys. Right, so here we go. Let's just grab some ferrite dust. Bloody sentinel drones. Go away. Go away. Go on. They do mine up. Let's just do my life support while we're here. Just took a bit of battering then. Right, I'm just going to collect up some ferrite dust, probably grab some more dihydrogen while I'm stood here, and then we'll refine it down. Right, so we've got the magnetised ferrite, that's what we wanted. Just pop the portable refiner back in there as well. So we've got everything we need to fix the solar ray, so that's that done. Nice and easy. Right, okay, so we just need to find a deposit. The nearest one will do. How far away is that? 500. Right, is there anything really close? Let's have a look, see. That looks pretty close. 102, that'll do. So where's the ship parked? Let's just do something first. Let's make sure the ship's... yeah, okay. Ship's near enough. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head over here and we're going to terrain manipulate it out using the solar ray, and that's going to give us the liquid sun that we need to take back to Polo. So let's crack on. Right, so that's give us 250 at least, that's what we wanted. So we need to take that back to Polo now. So we'll just run down to our ship and we will do that. Right, so here we go. Let's give this to him. See what he does in return. You already know what we need, I think. Yes, we do, mate. 250 liquid sun. There you go. Right on time, traveller friend. Cool, so that should have unlocked the next badge for us. There we go. Balance testing done. So let's get that one unlocked. So what's it give us? Launch thrusters. Let's just put them there for a sec. Let's move them launch thrusters to there. Let's put that there, that there, that there, and that one can go there. That's freed up a bit of space in there, hasn't it? Right, cool, let's ping that badge. So we've only got 2 more to go after this. We've got to reach an anchor point. So we've got pre-packaged hyperdrive unit, memory fragment, starship weapon, emergency broadcast receiver. Cool. Right, so we know what to do with that. Got some warp cells as well, look. Let's pop that in technology. All the way over there. Let's fuel it up. There we go, we've got 5 jumps in us, that's nice. And I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, that's everything we need to do. Right, so we need to get to the next anchor point. Right, so we need to get the memory resonator plans. Right, okay. So once we reach the next anchor point, in there we're going to unlock the memory resonator. Now the memory resonator, you're going to need some of those fragmented memory things from creatures. You're also going to need, I believe it is gold. And what was the other one that we've been collecting? Was it chromatic metal? I think it was. There's a reason why we've got that chromatic metal. Anyway, so that's what we're going to have to do. So what we'll do is we'll head over to the next rendezvous point, which is a few jumps away. Now, you guys can stop off at every space station if you like. I'm going to do it because what it means is that you've got them in your teleport list if you ever want to go back to any systems, just in case later on down the line we come up to something and it asks us to go somewhere we know we've had a planet in a system and we can always hop back to it, you see. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to then meet you all over at what would be the rendezvous point, I suppose, but it's not called the rendezvous point, is it? It's called the anchor point, and we're going to unlock the memory resonator, and then once we've done that we'll be able to construct it using what we've gathered already, and then that should pretty much be this one done. So I shall see you at the anchor point. Right, we've arrived. This is the last one. We can go do the rendezvous in a second. I just want to nip over to the space station first because I want to dump a load of this stuff that we've been collecting that we don't need. Might as well sell it for units. And I want to grab a couple of the ion batteries and I want to grab a couple of the life support units while we're at it. Plus we get to have some nice music as well, which you guys will know means that I haven't actually visited any of the other space stations. I've just come straight to this one, but I did it for you guys, I did it for the video. I couldn't be bothered in waiting around. But yeah, I suggest what you do is you run into each space station as you jump, and then that way you can always run back to them if you need to. Hopefully the expedition will provide, because that's normally what they do, but if not, then it's always a backup, isn't it? But here we go, we're just going to unload a load of stuff that we don't need anymore. Make some money and grab some bits, and then we can crack on with the last part. Alright, that'll do me, I think. Nice one, let's just see where they ended up. I don't know why they always go in there. Alright, we'll pop that one in exosuit, pop that one in exosuit. We've got a memory fragment here. Ooh, a positron ejector. Yes, thank you. I'll have one of them. That'll improve a bit of starship combat, won't it? Right, let's just do a bit of housekeeping while we're here, because we're getting a bit messy, aren't we? We want all that in there. Right, so we've got plenty of carbon to be going on with. Dihydrogen's looking good, nearly got a full stack. Yeah, that'll do me for now, I'm happy with that. Starship's looking like it's good. We've got our gold that we need. Yeah, we're all looking good. Right, okay, so let's crack on with it. So we need to head out of here, and we need to head to the next place, which is going to be that not rendezvous point, whatever it was called. So let's go, guys, let's see what's there. Here we go, look. You can always tell where it's going to be. The community does provide, doesn't it? I love it, it's great. Proper helps each other out, especially in this one, because this one feels like it's going to be more like that than anything else. Looks like we're all going to have to work together really hard to unlock some of those optional ones, which I think is a good idea. I'm guessing it's going to help people along a lot. So let's land here. If it'll let us. Please let me land. There we go. And let's get this one pinged. And then we're going to have to fix that resonator thing, and then we're pretty much done. So there we go, anchor point 1's done. Let's unlock that badge. And what did that give us? Memory resonator plans, 2 inventory fragments, and 2 exo-suit fragments. Right, okay, so we just need ancestral memories. We've got the gold, we've got the chromatic metal. We need 16 of them. So really what we want to do is find 2 land creatures. I don't know what this planet's going to be like for land creatures. Let's just check the discovery tab and see what it says. Because if it's going to be easier popping over somewhere else. Flying, 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 underwater, underwater. Yeah, we're going to have to go. We're going to have to nip off to the other planet, aren't we? Right, okay. So let's just get rid of these that have opened for us. Right, so what's that? That's an underwater one. Ooh, hello. Ooh, can we put that in there? Yes, we can. Let's move that shield lattice. We don't need that in there. We'll have that there instead. We'll pop the shield lattice there. And then what's this one that's give us? Ooh, more space. Nice one. Thank you very much. Right, let's get out of here before Mr. Sentinel starts to wonder what's happening. Launch thrusters are at 4%, are they? Right, okay, let's just pop one of them in there. So where are we best off going? Let's go to that planet. Right, so all we really need to do is find 2 creatures and feed them, and then we're on our way. We could have gone to this planet first really, shouldn't we? We should have done that, and then we should have popped to the other one. Mind you, I don't know if it would have pinged. It might not have pinged for us, we might have needed to do that first, so we'll go here and then we'll nip back to that planet, because that planet that we were just on is where we're going to have to be to do the last thing. Looks like we're going to have a little space fight first though. These guys are a bit relentless. Right, let's have them. There we go. Right, let's let some creatures load in a minute. Do we need to get some... Yeah, we need to get some pellets made. We'll just make 10 pellets for now, because we're not going to need a lot of them. So is there any land creatures knocking about nearby, straight off the bat? Oh, yeah, there's a dude. Right, come on here, my mate. I'm going to give you some grub, and you're going to give me some of your memories. Right, so, there you go. You eat that. And then I can harvest your ancestral memories. Oh, 15! Damn it, I needed 16. Let's just go talk to this guy. Hello mate, offer you some grub as well. There you go, you eat that. I'll get your memories. Might as well scan them while we're here and get the money for them, because they are worth 1,600. And did I see a little weird kind of dinosaur parrot thing knocking about as well? Yeah, that's another 1,600. Right, so we should have everything we need now to build this resonator. Are we missing? Oh, the gold. Oh, that's because it's in the spaceship, innit? And we're too far away. Let's just jump back in our ship. Right, as well, save our protection as well. There we go. Right, let's have it. So it's asking us to make it. There we go, we've made it. Manifest loop memory. Now if I clicked it now it wouldn't work. we need to actually be on that cold planet that we was on a second ago. It's just that it didn't have any land creatures on it, which you can't end up feeding any of them, so we're going to have to go back there. There it is. I'll see you all on the surface. This planet is an absolute nightmare. Just look how dense and thick everything is. I mean, yeah, it's alright for grabbing materials and stuff, but it isn't half annoying for actually trying to traverse it, which is what we're going to have to do in a minute. Right, okay, so we've pinged that, and that's going to give us the place that we need to go next. So, where are we heading? Can we spot it straight off, or we're going to have to go up? Right, so it's over there. How far away are we? Right, so let's head into the atmosphere. Let's get our sends down there. It's a grave we're looking for, if I remember rightly, from the little run through that I did just to test the waters earlier. So how far away have we got to go? Right, yeah, let's shoot up. And then let's zoom back down again and let's see if we can find it. It keeps landing me about 1,000 U's away from it, so it'd be nice if it landed me a little bit nearer, because it is a bit of a trudge to get to it. And with it being so dense and everything like that, you kind of don't want to. You don't want to be calling your starship in too much, because it can actually end up landing on top of those things, those plants that you saw, and then you can't get to it, and then it opens up a whole like chest of nightmares. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and land it in a relatively clear space, and then we're going to see how far away it's going to put us. It lets us land. Come on. This is what I mean. It's so dense underfoot. You just can't get a foothold in anywhere. We should be able to land on this area here. Here we go. Right. So memory hotspot identified. Let's just make sure that we put the last one of the launch fuels in, so that we can call it when we've found it. And if we flip over to our target sweep mode, as you can see, it's absolutely ages away. Thing is though, it's better to do it by foot, because trying to find it in Starship and trying to land and overshooting it, you can be at it all day, so you might as well just go for it. You've got plenty of ion batteries at this point, you've got plenty of life support modules at this point, so we should be able to just crack on. So we're going to run the gauntlet, and I will see you on the other side. Right, here we go, we've found it. That was immense, that was absolutely immense. Right, okay, so there's a couple of things we're going to do straight off the bat. We're going to call our ship in, and we're just going to sort out that. The reason we're calling our ship in, and the reason we stuck that extra one in it there, is because once we open this grave, we're going to get attacked. So it's probably best to just have your ship at ready, because we are in permadeath and we don't want to be messing about really. So what we need to do is we just need to ping it, and then we need to read what it says, and then we need to jump straight back in our ship. Right, so here we go. The Leviathan was like nothing I've ever seen. The organism I've shackled for a ship, so vast as to blot out the sun. I wanted it. I deserved to. Certain that it is just for me, and this prize mine. It resisted, would not. Wailed and wailed as the infraknife carved its meat. Almost took me down with it, perhaps. Sub-protocol warning, life support power low. Claim the memory. Right, there you go, look. Oh, there you go, look, there they are. Told you. Straight away, we're going to deal with these little buggers. But there you go, that's the last one. So that's all of this phase completed. So what we can do now is we just jump into here. We can unlock the last two of these. So we'll wake the past. That'll give us memory imprint, memory fragment 3, and 250 chromatic metal. And And then the last thing we need to do is just collect this one. That's expedition reward received, iteration 1 complete. So we've got the Leviathan, the loot and the time splice poster plans now, so we can unlock them across all our saves. We'll stay in here a minute because it's quite hairy out there, I don't fancy tackling them. Abnormal memory resonance detected, biological horrors remaining 6, death is not the end, the loop continues, loop collapse event in progress. Yeah, not for me, it isn't for a second. Right, okay, so that's it guys, that is all of phase 1 done in, I think, the easiest order. I hope you guys had an alright time doing it. So I've unlocked all the badges now, we can move on to phase 2 in the next video. The optional milestone, we did actually dip into it with bounds testing and things like that, so you know that you're going to be collecting various things for Polo and you're going to be handing them in, and that's going to act just like when we do the Quicksilver weekend missions and things like that to unlock parts. I might do a separate video on that actually, just to explore it a little bit once I've worked my way through it and had a chat with Boid and see what he thinks about it. But yeah, there you go guys, all done and lovely. We'll just nip up to the space station, we don't need to be here anymore. And we will just do our thingy there. So I'll just speak to you in 2 secs. Right, I think that's a little bit safer than where we were a second ago, isn't it? Right, that's it guys, that's phase 1 done. Thank you very much. I hope that's a nice easy little guide for you. It gets you going in the right direction straight away. It is permadeath, so we are going to have to watch ourselves. That's why I suggest we keep our eye on our life support and our eye on batteries for now anyway. But yeah, thank you very much. We'll join you in phase 2. I'm going to do a bit of housekeeping now between phases. Have a little bit of a tidy up, make sure that all the resources that I need are gone, make a little bit of money, and just see what the state of play is and set myself up. So yeah, I will see you all in phase 2 video, which will be coming hopefully in the next 24 hours. But thank you very much everybody, take care of yourselves, see you later, goodbye. Hi guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to show us some support, please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button, and then you can keep up to date with what's going on the channel in the future. If you want, you can hit up the button and become a member as well. We also have links to our Discord and our Patreon and a merch stall down below in the description if you want to check that out. But thank you all very much for the support so far. You keep watching them, we'll keep making them. Goodbye.